The key selling point within cloud is scalability and availability. Increase or decrease its infrastructure within no time. Let us have an assumption. Assume I have a website which is running in a single server. All of a sudden there is a sudden spike in the number of users using the website. So what we can do within the cloud, I can do a configuration to increase its capacity automatically. So what will happen automatically, the number of servers serving the application would get increased dynamically, and after the spike is gone or during the off time hours, the number of requests to the website would get reduced drastically. What I can do, I can make a configuration to reduce the number of servers so that I can have the cost savings. So scalability works in both ways, either in the positive side as well as in the negative side. That is, to increase the infrastructure or to decrease the infrastructure, it works. So the ability to increase or decrease the infrastructure dynamically, we call it as scalability. And the next important thing that would be satisfied within the cloud is availability. When it comes to availability, the cloud infrastructure would be distributed across different physical locations strategically. So what I would be having n number of servers started in a specific location. This might be in different geographical location, and the similar type of infrastructure I might be hosting in different data center or different geographical location, and the load to this particular server would be balanced through a load balancer or through some other router mechanism. So what might happen, even if failure of any specific system or failure of any entire data center would not harm the availability of the application. So even if entire data center, say for example within the New York region, if the entire data center, if it goes down, the other region would be serving the request and the user will not get impacted. This is how the availability and scalability would be satisfied. For understanding purpose, we are going to take the example of how the availability and scalability would be satisfied within Amazon Cloud. Amazon Cloud is strategically divided into regions and zones. There are n number of regions available across the globe. Simple example, we have US East, US West and Singapore, and in Europe we have n number of regions available within the Amazon Cloud. And within every region we will be having n number of zones. We call it as availability zones. Each region minimum of 2 availability zone it would be having. Whenever I am starting any compute infrastructure, it would get started in any of the availability zones. What I can do while starting, I can distribute the systems across different regions and different zones. Assume if my requirement is to have 10 systems, I will be distributing across different regions. In this case, I have distributed the systems across different regions, that is 2 different regions, and in multiple availability zones, I have distributed it. In case if any zone, if it goes down for any power failure or any natural calamity, if it goes down, the other servers, they will continue to serve the request, or there will not be any impact to the end user. And every infrastructure provided by the cloud would be satisfying these 2 key requirements, that is scalability and availability.